Like I was saying, the McDonald's birthday cake. It's
Yes.
supposed to come in this very a very suspicious box
Suspicious?
because it looks
Why
like
is
a
it
box for
suspicious?
envelopes. Like it's probably this thick, maybe an 8x10. Like it just looks weird. And it comes. Apparently you can ask. I've never asked it. I don't think I'd be amused by it, which is why I haven't bothered. But apparently you can get this. You can go to McDonald's and ask for their like birthday cake or something like that, and they will ask you if you want like vanilla or chocolate. I think that's like your options. And then I think it's $10, but they give you this brown box that's wrapped in plastic. And I think you have to defrost it for like a certain amount of time because it is like rock solid frozen.
Oh, so it doesn't come out of the window prepared to eat.
Yeah, this is a box that you have.
Huh.
You don't have to bake it. You just have to let it thaw.
But it's not an ice cream cake.
It's not an ice cream cake. It is a normal cake. What I imagine is,
I'm gonna do the Steph thing and Google this.
Yeah, you know in elementary when you used to get that little slice of cake on your little fucking your little cafeteria tray? It's just like a little square.
Sure.
It looks like that. Like cafeteria cake. Or like those little buffet cakes. Someone said you get a Ronald McDonald like picture on it and it's supposed to be on a sheet, but I've seen videos. Yeah, I've seen videos where people just got a plain white cake or plain chocolate cake. So just a very boring cake that I think on the side in boxy letters will just say vanilla or chocolate.
The little cakes you get with the Hungry Man frozen meals.
Yeah, but it doesn't have it's not the little brownie with the colored sprinkles. But I know what you're talking about.
Don't come after my cosmic brownies.
Cosmic brownies are different than the Hungry Man ones.
Okay.
What were the little ones called? Hungry ones?
Hungry Boys.
Kid Cuisine. It was called Kid Cuisine.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kid Cuisine. I heard her say Cake Cuisine, and I was like,
sometimes it came with chicken nuggets, applesauce. Yeah, chicken nuggets, applesauce, and that little cake.
The little chocolate one. Sometimes it was apples.
It's so badly.
Yeah. Are we gonna have adult kid cuisine? Are we gonna have?
No, I don't think our adult bodies can handle it.
What can't handle it?
Our adult bodies.
No, maybe.
We don't know that.
Well,
Speak for yourself.
Lead, apparently.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lunchables are filled with lead.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
So let's get them before they're no longer available to try.
Yeah, they kept saying.
Feels like
at Seafood City.
There was so many like apologies of people being like, "Sorry, Mom, that I begged for Lunchables and I made a whole fit about it when all you did was protect me." And it was like,
they didn't know that then.
Back then. They probably just didn't want to pay $4 for a Lunchable.
That one, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I'll get no.
that was
Seriously,
the case in my house.
you all get like a kid cuisine. If they is that even around anymore? If
Yeah.
we microwave
Tomorrow
that before
final.
the show in a couple weeks and try it, kid with cuisine,
We're all gonna get one in the
I'm
mail.
down.
I am all. What do you mean in the mail? You can go to the store.
Bonds?
They're just it's going to appear in the mail.
Oh. You got an Amazon?
Scott's gonna Amazon one to all
Oh,
of
I
us.
was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just saying it's just because we're speaking it into existence. It's gonna
I
happen at
wonder if
this
they
point.
have more
Got it.
options. The one I know the most is the chicken nuggets one. Oh, anyways, the story that I was
Probably
talking
had
about earlier
pizza.
before cake. Why I even
Some
Oh,
got
sort
to
of
this conversation?
Salisbury steak, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, with mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. No, I was talking about the food industry because. Oh no, I was talking about Jamba Juice and why it came up in conversation. Why it came up in
roads lead back to
conversation.
Jamba Juice.
It all started with cake. Then from cake, the conversation turned into people's etiquette working in a food industry. And I was saying how I really like 85 degrees. And someone at the table mentioned they really liked 85 degrees at the time. It's like a Asian bakery.
It's like it's like if you got 98 degrees but from Ross.
That's why I was like,
No.
is she making a mistake on the boy band? Like it was
No.
98 degrees,
So-
right? Like
So 85 degrees, it's like
it's wishes, 98
forgot
degrees.
what-
Yeah.
It's a pastry.
it's just like an Asian bakery where you
Yeah.
could get drinks and pastries and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Sounds
We were-
delicious. I like Asian pastries.
It's
Yeah, we were
wonderful.
talking about the cakes and all that, and she mentioned she no longer eats there. And I was like,
Oh.
why? Because I was like, I love pastries from 85. And she said that
Are you about
in
to
her
ruin 85
experience-
degrees?
no, I think hiccups happen, but I understand if one thing happens and it ruins your whole experience from going there.
What?
She was eating her pastry and enjoying it, and then realized there was pieces of a ripped up blue glove in her bread.
Okay.
And
It
this
happens.
was like
Yeah, that happens.
first
That's
start
fair.
of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So that triggered her, which then I brought up my story about
Jersey
Dunkin'
Mike's.
Donuts
Oh.
and the lady who I paid money to, and she used the same glove. She picked up the money to
yeah.
grab my donut, and I mentioned that story.
Yeah.
And then that turned into talking shit about Jersey Mike's and how the same situation happened. The person handling the money handled the sandwiches. And I was just like, why? How do
how
you
we do it
even
on the shores.
think? How do you even think like at all? Like people are
Oh,
watching
you gonna be a little whiny baby about it? Huh?
Yeah.
I
You
just-
oh,
I
you got some little
Stuff, huh?
drummies?
Huh?
Eh?
I just like
Oh
don't-
no! My
I don't
dog
know.
has touched my Sammy.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
whine
know.
on your podcast?
who? Me? No, I'm just saying I just find it like
No, it's
I
gross.
don't
It's
know.
gross as hell. Like, ugh.
Well, that's
It's
what I was
like
saying
food
with like
safety 101. Like, don't
That's what I was
cross-contaminate
saying.
things.
with people who wear their aprons anywhere but the kitchen. When
I
I
remember
worked
this
at Jamba
conversation.
Juice, they
Yeah.
told me you take off your apron when you leave the kitchen.
Yep.
Because while you're doing your thing in the kitchen, if something spills on you, what do you naturally do? You wipe it on your fucking apron. Now, when you see people walk freshly out of the bathroom in an apron, I judge you. I
Yeah.
judge you so hard because I'm just like, that should have been off. You never take that with you.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Steph. Sometimes you just move the apron to the side and you do your business.
I mean, like, if someone went into the bathroom, came out, and then you saw that they put the chopping knife in their pocket to the bathroom,
Oh,
would
man.
you be slighted about them preparing your food after
Yeah.
witnessing that? That would kill it for me.
Yeah. That's fair.
If I witnessed that, I'd be done. That's pretty much it. I would just be fucking done. I would see that, and now I can't unsee it, and I will judge. And I can hold a grudge forever. So I would be like, nope, I'm done, thanks. You could leave.
Okay, I'm curious then. I was listening to the Live and Talk in LA podcast. Our
Okay.
pals over there, and Mark there was talking about how he was out with the boys having lunch, and about 3/4 through his tuna melt, he found a hair inside the
Oh.
sandwich,
Mm.
and very clearly not a hair that came from like the outside himself or anything like that. It
Yeah.
was in the sandwich.
Mm.
He said that like he gets it, these things happen, the place is not dirty, he'll go there again, and that he just said to the waiter that like, hey,
Shout
just
out to
heads
Live and
up,
Talk in
I
LA.
found this. Yeah. Welcome here, 11 Things Hate About You. I got to get on your podcast, or I got to listen to your podcast next. I'm not trying to invite myself. But just like, hey, just to let you know, there was a hair, and that was it.
Yeah.
Is that where each of you would sit in that situation, where you find a long strand of hair clearly from the head? Do you make a fit? Do you like what's your level of grossed outness?
Okay.
I'm
And
done.
I
Oh.
thought of Leland because I also mentioned one of his stories.
Did he
What?
finish the sandwich?
Not after that, but he was already like 3/4 through it anyway.
I
Was
would've
the
stopped
hair
right there
just
in
like
the sandwich too.
bite and then you saw it?
Yeah.
How? I was gonna say so much about me. How long was the hair?
No, a very similar conversation had on the podcast. Determining source of hair.
Yeah.
Mark was very clear that this is very much a long, straight strand of hair.
Look,
No.
granted, you know what? I kind of get where Leland's coming from, because if the hair is short enough, I'm not going to notice.
My thing is, I'm like,
I mean,
No,
that's
I get it
also
too.
separate.
I don't know. It's been a while since I have been faced with this situation.
There was concern
other
how
than
curly is the hair.
right. Oh, that's
yeah.
but if it gets longer, then you know it's not a
Yeah.
curly hair. But like,
Yeah.
my thing is like, I found a hair the other day in a burrito I was eating, and I was literally, I'm like, well, that could be one of mine. And then I
True.
just went about my business, like, because it
think
was
it
a good
depends.
burrito.
I know what you're talking about, and I know that's surprising because I come off as a total germaphobe. But depending on the situation and what it is, if I can quickly make it disappear, I could try not to focus on
Out of
it.
sight, out of mind.
You just muscle
Yeah,
through it.
like if I see it, like it depends because I've gotten situations like that. Like it's not like Leland's past story where he told us where you got a Pokeball one time and it was a straight up person's
Yeah, Scott got a
Fingernail.
fingernail.
Just mentioned it in chat.
in there. I
Yeah.
mentioned that same exact story on Saturday at lunch. On Sunday at lunch where I was like, I was like one of my friends. There was a full on like acrylic nail in his Pokeball,
that's
and
different.
I
That's-
was just
that's
like,
Yeah, to
oh
me that's
God.
different. I like
That is
Scott.
totally different.
Scott
Yeah.
stopped eating it like he should.
Yeah.
But a hair, oh man, I got to sit on that for a bit.
I know
I'm
what
just
you're
like,
talking about, and it really just depends on the
Hair-
situation. To not make it a big deal, I will see it, remove it, and then just try to forget it and move on with my life. But
Well-
if I hyper focus on it, it will be a problem. So it's like, let's say I was eating like a jalapeno pepper, and I went and did a jalapeno pepper, a jalapeno, what do you call these?
Popper.
Popper?
Popper. And from Jack in the Box.
Giggity.
If it just so happened I looked at it and saw the tiniest little like eyelash hair,
Yep.
and then
Blow
just
and go about your
Yeah.
go
business.
about my day. Now, if I was eating a Pokeball and I took one bite and then I noticed there was something in my mouth and I started to pull just the longest
Ooh.
strand
Oh,
of
that's-
hair,
yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
that's
done.
gonna-
That's
I'm
gonna
done.
ruin it.
Yes.
If I'm eating my
Preferably-
pasta and something else
Yeah.
is there, I'm fucking done.
Preferably, you find the hair before it goes into your mouth.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you find it on the plate, you just try not to think about any other
if
hairs
it's,
you've already eaten.
you know, Because I don't want to be that person too. That's just like, ew, what the fuck is this? But
Yeah.
like, you
But
know,
what's
like,
your reaction to the restaurant?
Shit
I,
happens.
I know Jordan, similar to myself, probably just sit quietly and be like, "Well, we're just gonna take an L on this one. We're gonna
Yep.
just push the plate away,
Yep.
and that'll be it."
Yep.
For me, it depends on the severity of the
Yeah.
hair. Like-
Surprisingly, I'm with Leland, but at the same time, to what extent has this hair touched? Did it only touch a portion? Because at this point now, I can cut that part off. There's
Yes.
still another side that hasn't been touched. But this
Yep.
highly depends on the setting, what I've already witnessed beforehand, my mood,
And how drunk
how
you are.
hungry am I, and
Yeah.
how
True.
much did I pay for this meal?
Okay, Steph, let me give you a
Yeah.
scenario then. Let me give you a
These are
scenario.
all valid questions, but I also will. The 5-second rule is something I believe in. So, like,
All right, Steph, you
Yeah.
are at
Give me a scenario.
so somewhere in like one of your regular go-to taco spots,
Okay.
burrito spot specifically. We know there's a difference,
Okay.
Yes.
and you
There is
are,
habanero.
let's say, a third into your burrito, and
Okay.
inside the burrito you have found a hair.
Again, how long's
In
the
the
hair?
process, long enough to know it came from the head, straight enough to know you're not in any kind of unexposed areas.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
man.
What are you doing, Steph?
Can you you see it, you're like, okay, well, you can just pull it right out and not,
And
you
ignore
know,
it.
and just toss it aside, out of sight, out of mind,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you still have 2/3 of a burrito left. And this is a
I'd
place
like-
you've eaten at before.
Yeah.
You like it in general. It's not your favorite.
Oh no, this is the favorite. So I'm kind of
This is not your
biased.
favorite.
Oh,
Not
it's
your
not my
favorite, but a place you go to regularly.
Vallarta.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
Yes.
It's Vallarta.
I, if that's the case, see, it depends. How long did we say the hair was? Long?
Let's say 6 inches.
And it's not mine.
It's longer than your hair.
It's winded in because we saw it.
Yes.
oh, this is getting too so detailed now.
It's
Sometimes you
wrapped
just
around a
can't really-
single
I-
French fry inside your burrito.
Oh man! And with a bow tie? Where you know someone did it purposely. That's not the case, but like if it was, I don't
Bugs
know.
are different.
I think yes,
Bugs
bugs,
are
are,
way
totally
different.
different. Bugs are a different story, and I've witnessed
Hair-
people get bugs.
Like
in them.
hair has this kind of like
Yeah, sometimes I want to eat hair.
gray area.
A bug, I will burn that restaurant to the ground and never
It's
go
like-
back to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a Yelp review. I'm gonna ruin this reputation.
It's kind of strange because like in a gross way, like hair doesn't have a flavor, but it would bug me if I've already like I've already consumed enough that I'm just like, well, shit. What if I already ate some of it?
Well, obviously you didn't consume enough hair to know the flavor of it.
You don't. Hair doesn't taste like anything, though. If anything, you
Once
it's been
just
again,
it.
you have not consumed enough hair to know.
But also, Steph, that hair's been cooked at that point. So
It's true.
So it's
Not
sterile.
guaranteed.
I
Not
mean, it's in
It could-
hot food. It's warm.
That's not
That
the
don't
same.
make
Eating
it
some of
sterile.
it. No, I think
Could you go on? Just simply, could you go on?
I will honestly say I don't know. Cause I think it depends on my mood. Because sometimes I can let things go and sometimes I can't. Does that make sense? Is
That
strange?
makes sense. And one of these
Like-
days we will start selling merch.
like here's a good example. You're eating something, doesn't have to be anything specific, but you have that crunch that's like
That's
sand
different,
at the beach crunch. That will
Mm.
ruin that grit.
yeah. Oh,
That
Well, yeah,
grit
because you
crunch.
can't take that out. A hair
there's-
you
yeah,
can you can
there's some
remove.
things. There's some things that'll ruin it. Yeah, like if there's something like there's some kind of sandy, gritty consistency. If there's
That
like a
just, like,
ligament in a
crunched
chicken
weird?
sandwich, I'm done.
Oh,
Like
mm.
that's the end of it.
Oh, well, yeah.
A
No, I
ligament?
see what you mean.
Yeah.
you go eat a chicken nugget and then you realize that's a tendon and you're like, get this away and you're done.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Push the plate away. I'm
Have
done.
you had tendon, Leland?
Wait, I'm confused. Is it not chicken?
It is,
It-
but it's like it's the
Biologically
pieces.
chicken, but it's not the part
It's
you
like
want to
the-
be
the
eating.
tough-
It's like
rubbery.
that stretch. It's the part on the bone that not you know how people eat chicken wings differently and not everyone eats it clean, like clean the bone.
Oh, but
And
Leland
it
does.
has those like weird clear parts that I find chewy and I don't mind it, but most people are like, oh no.
Okay, you're talking about cartilage now.
Oh, that's cartilage. Oh, sorry.
I guess
Gross.
if I'm faced with it, which I can't think of an instance currently, if I'm faced with it, I probably just pull it out and continue to eat. Like it just...
Yeah, but when you find it because you bit into it,
Yeah,
that's
it
different
kinda,
than
it
like
kinda sucks.
seeing it at the
Because
end.
you weren't
Oh,
trying to
fair
look
enough.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that in
st-
my boneless chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
and now I'm like,
This
this has ruined everything for me now. Carl's
Yeah.
Jr., get off.
All right, we're ruining people's appetite. Let's move
Oh,
on to a
sorry,
different
guys.
subject.
It's 7:30. Y'all should be done with dinner anyway.
My
I'm
dinner
good to
gonna
eat.
get cooked soon.
Is that a euphemism?
What's for dinner?
No, but it
What's
should
for
be.
dinner?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have Jack in the Box.
Leland here just having the butler take care of it, I guess.
I know. I heard there was stuffing and some sort of vegetable, and I don't remember what else was on the menu.
Stuffing is a vegetable to me.
Fair enough.
What?
Let's go ahead.
Because there's celery, chopped pieces of celery, and maybe
Sometimes
I
not
there's
heard
much
a
stuffing
celery.
is a vegetable.
Celery's a
It's-
bullshit fucking food.
Oh, I hate celery so
Celery
much.
is 90% water and then
celery.
10% fiber.
And it 10% tastes like shit.
Clearly,
hate
you
it.
haven't tasted shit before.
Girl, you don't know my
I
life.
like mine.
I don't
mine
like.
bacon ranch.
No, well, yeah, because then you're just eating ranch,
Isn't
Steph.
it just ranch? It's,
Peanut
it's a
butter.
fucking
I also
boat.
like. I'm
It's
one
a
of those
boat you
people
just
that like
scoop
celery
ranch
and peanut
into.
butter, especially if it's crunchy peanut butter.
No, you get the celery with the peanut butter, and you put the little raisins on it. Looks like
I don't do
ants.
the raisins
No,
to
no.
look like ants.
Ants on a log? Yeah, no.
I don't know. My ex told me a story. Okay, I like raisins, but I like to eat raisins where I know they've been sealed properly
Mm.
and that
Because you don't
earwigs
want to
aren't going
accidentally
to be
eat
in it.
Yeah. Ugh.
Because earwigs
Was
are
that a concern I should
fond.
be having?
Earwigs
Should I be
are-
worried about earwigs crawling up my extensively long?
Yes.
Yeah, earwigs like go for raisins. Like when you have a box of raisin, you need that put into a Ziploc bag.
The fuck
All
is a
my
box
years,
of
this has
raisins?
never been a problem.
No, I've never reached into my box of raisins, which I have one, and pulled out anything
like
other than
raisins.
raisins.
I love
This has
raisins.
never happened to me.
I just
thought you were
keep them
anti-raisin.
sealed.
No, who told you that? They're a liar.
I just you
Are
had
you
mentioned things in the
anti-craisins
past.
or do you also like craisins? I like craisins.
I like
I mean,
raisins.
I like them all. I love raisins. I'll
I
put
like
raisins
also,
in
I
all
like
sorts
also,
of shit.
what is it? The blueberry, like dried blueberries. I like.
Except
Yeah,
potato
dried
salad.
fruit, dried meats.
Oh, I love
Ooh.
dried fruit.
I like dried strawberries in my cereal.
Oh.
Fair.
I
That's good too.
Yeah, a
surprisingly,
little special K.
like dried apricots. I call them little orange pillows. I like to chew. Because usually they're like little orange, weird,
I know,
kind of like
I get what you mean. It's a texture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a texture.
I get it,
I like them.
but that's not what they're called.
I know they're called.
Okay.
But what if they were, Leland? What if we just all started calling them little orange pillows?
I'm not mad at it. I'm just
Why-
saying until that world exists.
Why do we call dehydrated grapes raisins and nothing else has a special name?
Yeah, a lot of things are called
Wine.
dehydrated something.
Why is it when we crush grapes we call the juice wine?
You have to go back in time and ask the Greeks.
That's fair.
I like.
Speaking of time, I got a thing.
Okay.
Okay, let's do Leland's thing.
It's stupid. It's real dumb.
Oh, good.
I-
Then we're. Ooh, prunes. Scott's right. Prunes.
I don't like prunes.
Prunes.
Oh, because prunes
I like the
are
Sunkist brand, and I
Aren't
like
they-
how they're,
they're plums,
individually
right?
wrapped.
dehydrated plums.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think they're dehydrated plums. So
I
that
like how
that
they're
has a different
individually
word.
wrapped.
Okay. Yeah.
Sunkiss, right?
Um,
Sunkiss.
So I
That's a brand.
asked for everybody's
Age.
ages because I listened to a podcast today and they did this funny thing on it. I was like, I'm gonna steal that bit.
Okay.
Where because
Name of the podcast.
apparently I don't remember this, but apparently maybe it was I don't know when it was a few years ago. Did Justin Bieber try to like fight someone at one point?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
boxing match. Okay, so they brought this up, and I kind of like vaguely remember this as a thing. But anyway, it was but they said at the time, like how old he was, that Tom Cruise was 30 years older than he was, and he was like Tom Cruise could kick his ass no matter how old he was because he's Justin Bieber. So then their thing was, well, we looked up people who are 30 years older than you are, celebrity wise, and who you think you can fight.
Ooh.
So Anthony, these are your 5.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. What old ass am I whooping tonight?
Okay, so keep in mind, so 40, 50, so this is a 71-year-old celebrities.
Donald
Fuck
J.
yeah.
Trump.
No, he was not on that list, but
That ass is going down.
all right. Do you think you can beat up Jeff Goldblum?
Ooh.
Can't he
I
like
think that's
move
gonna
in
be a good
mysterious
fight.
ways and like?
He got praying mantis arms.
Yeah,
It's
can
He's
he,
true.
like-
unpredictable and he's got
Deceptive?
reach. That's gonna make it tough.
He's also
Deceptively
gonna be
long
talking
arms.
to you. It's gonna be distracting.
Yeah, he's gonna try
Yeah.
to make you laugh.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
gonna
think
go
with-
for-
With the fly, I'm gonna go
Hate it.
back on my old wrestling skills. I'm gonna take him down to the mat, and I think that's where I'm gonna prove my dominance.
Okay. So Anthony, you can beat up the Collector. All right, Hasselhoff.
Ooh. I think that's gonna be an easy one.
Yeah, it's
That one's
100%.
gonna be easy.
What'd you say, Steph?
to beat him up.
Yeah, to beat him up.
Beat him up.
Granted, Anthony's fighting nothing but 70-year-olds, so
Yes, that's the bit.
That's
unless
not the
one
time
of
for
them is
internet
Chuck
problems.
Norris, like I feel like
Oh,
All right, Terry Crews,
in
who
a
is not
fight?
70, so maybe I wrote the wrong name down.
I feel like they're the same age.
Skip Terry Crews. Liam Neeson. Could you kick his ass?
Ooh. He's starring in the Naked
He
Gun.
made it to Taken 3.
I can't wait.
No, I'm really excited.
I guess there's gonna be no cameo from OJ.
Well, no, because he's dead. This guy, right? Like,
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody offended that we're talking down to about OJ.
Come on, Anthony. Could you beat up Qui-Gon Jinn?
oh, are we talking down because he's in hell?
Ooh.
Could I beat up Qui-Gon? You know what? Shit. No, I don't think I could. I think I think I can go the distance with anyone. Anyone you're gonna bring up. I think I can go the distance. But I think Liam Neeson would probably take me out by the end.
It'll be like the ending to The Gray.
Yeah.
No, he says the whole.
But I'm
this
Liam
whole
Neeson and
thing.
he's 6 wolves.
All right, Jordan.
Yes.
Because you and Steph are the same age, I did your suggestion, and Steph, I did because you're going to be 35 soon, so
Okay.
I did 35 because
Cool.
honestly, your year kind of wasn't great. It's like not a lot of
Okay.
people in your age bracket.
Okay,
So,
that's
so,
fine.
so
That's fine.
Jordan, can you beat up Simon Cowell?
Yes, absolutely. Body slam that dude.
This one's kind of unfair. Can you beat up Val Kilmer?
Ooh. Come on, dude.
I'm just saying he's
Also,
in the
yeah,
age
Better
bracket.
than that.
Obviously, yes.
Kevin Nash.
Okay.
The big
The big sexy. Like I will probably have some trouble, but I think I could beat him. I just have to get him in the kidney a few times. Did Anthony freeze for anyone else?
Yeah,
I-
but he's in a good smile. Let's take an opportunity to take a photo. Ready?
Yeah. His ass is frozen.
1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay,
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
got it.
I'm sorry for the internet problems.
No, it's all good. You do your
Fine.
thing.
I need to post.
I missed it. Is Jordan trying to take out the
Big sexy?
Kevin Nash?
Oh yeah,
Is
he
he,
goes.
is he gonna take out Super Shredder?
I think I could beat Big Sexy, but I have to hit him in the kidney a few times.
Oh, you got to work them knees. That's the move.
That's true. He does have very weak knees.
Yeah. I bet a couple shots to the knees, and then he's eye to eye with you at that point.
All right, last one, Jordan. You think you can beat up Kevin Spacey?
Yes, and I'm gonna love it. He might too, actually.
Oh no.
All right, Steph. Like I said, went a year older with yours. So, all right.
Okay.
Do you think you could beat up Michelle Pfeiffer?
She's gonna
She's
Google
the
Michelle Pfeiffer
original.
now.
The
She's
original
Catwoman.
Catwoman,
Yes.
and she's also in.
I picked ones I thought she'd know.
Yeah, no.
I really
She's
did.
also in. What did I watch her in recently? Where I was like, hey, she's really. I thought she was very pretty in it. I forgot.
She's in Ant-Man.
Yes.
Quantumania?
Yes. Okay.
Quantumania.
Feel
All
like
right.
I could. I'll just give her a good slam on the side of her head.
Damn.
Take it.
Go
Side of
down.
her head.
All right, Steph. Do you think you could
Thuggish
beat up
Steph comes back.
Steph? Do you think you could beat up Kevin Bacon?
He's in the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Can you defeat Hollow Man?
Oh man, that's gonna be
Footloose.
hard. Kevin Bacon? He was in Tremors? He was in Stir of
True.
Echoes?
That's her go-to.
Yeah, I
Listen,
didn't
if
like
it was
Kevin
on
Bacon
CBS
for a
on a
long
Sunday,
time
got
because
his
Stir
shot.
of Echoes fucked me up. That movie really fucked with me.
Steph, I love you so much right now that you said Stir of Echoes.
Yeah, that movie really messed me up.
All right,
I
so
didn't
you don't
press
think you could?
balls.
Could you? Do you think you could take out Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, I think I could.
All right, you got three
That's
more.
bold. I think that's a bold
Steph,
Yeah.
could
thing you
you?
said.
Could you take out Madonna? Keep
Yeah.
in mind, she got them strong legs.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I could. I'm very confident. I feel like
Okay.
I could.
All
It's
right,
not gonna
Steph
be
thinks she can
pretty.
take out Madonna. It's
but
But
not
I
I
gonna
feel
be
like
pretty.
I
I
could.
feel like Steph and Madonna, like both of them died from their wounds.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
All right,
Fight to
Steph,
the death.
could you take out Flava Flav?
I think a strong wind could take out Flavor Flav.
Yes. I
You
would
just got to pull that clock down, and he's done.
That's true. Clock him with the clock.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I feel like if you hit them in the right areas, they're gonna go down.
Kidney.
It's fair.
Like you gotta do that thing where they're not expecting. Like you gotta stomp the ground so they look down and then fucking just
Give him a Shoryuken, you know?
yeah.
Send him into the sky.
All right, Steph, last one for you.
Okay.
And girl, I love you to death, but I don't think you can do this one. I think you're going to get taken out.
Who's it?
Angela Bassett.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Even I know that she's fierce. I'm gonna cry. She'll have that super just like. Oh no, yeah, I'm done. I will. The fight doesn't even happen. She'll just give me this death stare of like, yeah, I know my place. I'll just lay down.
Yeah, I know
I'll
my
just-
place. She'll do the imitation that Kiki Palmer does of her to you.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing. That's what she would start to. What is it? That lip poker.
Yeah, she does the
And
lip.
then
She does the
and
lip
then-
quiver.
at one point, she'll just look and just give you that stare, and then that's when I take my steps back and gracefully fall on the ground, just like pan down.
Okay, here are 5 of mine.
Okay, let's go.
I think I can for sure kick Richard Simmons' ass.
Are you also gonna do some kind of like dance before you do it and then take him out?
I mean, it depends on the mood, I guess. But
I
then
feel
again,
like you should
he
do,
could be
like-
he could have that spry 75-year-old gumption at the end there. You know what I mean?
It's true. The man has been a fitness person his whole life.
That's right. That's
I
right.
mean,
I also believe I could take out Ozzy Osbourne.
You could.
That's yeah, you could.
Yeah, I feel
Stomp
like it.
on his feet. Doesn't he not wear shoes?
Just slap the cane away and he'll fall.
I also believe I could take out Stevie Nicks.
I forget who that is. Let me look him up.
I mean, it's a woman.
Sorry,
I mean, maybe, I don't know. She may have some residual Coke energy left in her from the 70s and 80s. I'm not positive. Is Anthony frozen again?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually have a poem by Stevie Nicks.
I love Stevie. Don't get me wrong.
And that poem appears.
Yeah, in the Tortured Poets department.
Yeah, it's on the back behind the CD. It's a poem there by Stevie Nicks.
Wait, I'm confused because I don't know who. I've never known about Stevie Nicks. I don't understand.
She's the White Witch.
The White Witch.
In like the labyrinth.
There's no White Witch in the labyrinth.
Okay, that woman
Never
you think is
seen
a
it.
is.
I thought you were talking about one of
You're
your
thinking
guys'
David
movies.
Bowie,
that woman is David Bowie.
the Goblin King.
Okay, these last two I for sure cannot take out. There's no amount of attempting. I will get my ass beat by Grace Jones.
Yes.
Who's Grace Jones?
Yes.
Farrell, you can't fight Farrell.
No. Or Sam Jackson.
Nope.
I'm in this desert. I will just stop.
Yeah.
It's like-
I would take the loss out of respect.
yes.
For him. Yeah.
The man had to eat people to survive on a mountain, so I can't,
Is he in that?
Deep Blue Sea, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's a
Yeah,
story he tells
he
in that
gets-
movie.
Yeah.
Not
He has
not
a
the
very
movie Alive.
heartfelt. It's a very heartfelt speech, and then the shark comes in, grabs him, and he goes ah, and then goes away. And I'm not even exaggerating. He really goes like this.
No, he
and
does,
gets
yeah,
pulled
It,
away.
it is true.
Yeah.
Has that Jake Paul Tyson fight happened yet?
No, it's in July. It's
Oh.
going to be
Oh,
streamed live
God.
on Netflix.
July.
Live on Netflix?
It's going to be a live event on
Wow, we're gonna
Netflix.
put that.
Huh,
That's
That's
interesting.
weird.
I am going to watch the fuck out of that because I really, really want Tyson to just rip
Oh.
off Jake Paul's head.
Destroy him.
He.
I want his face to be permanently damaged.
What did we
I-
learn?
Yeah.
He has edibles.
Yes,
Called,
Mike Tyson,
Tyson?
has edibles. He
Yeah,
collaborated with Evander Holyfield. They're called Mike's Bites.
Mike's Mike.
okay.
And their little ears.
They're shaped like little ears.
They're
Yeah.
little
Oh,
ears.
yes, this does sound familiar.
Yeah. Mike's
Maybe
Bites.
I think maybe we talked about it that episode Anthony wasn't here.
That's
Maybe,
new
maybe.
information to me.
Yeah.
it sounds like we've discussed it. Yeah.
If
I mean,
I can
I thought
find
for
these
sure he
Mike's
would make
Bites,
some sort of
I
like
will try them.
pigeon
that's-
joke.
Nah, he's more famous for the ears. If you can get Holyfield and Tyson together, you
Yeah.
do the ear joke, yeah.
Mike's Bites.
I in my mind right now to prepare for July, it's like Rocky 4. Like what was it, Jake Paul? He's doing all the Drago high-tech machinery to get
Yeah,
all buff, and fucking Tyson's out there like pulling a tree.
Have you seen him? Have you seen Mike Tyson training for this fight?
No,
It's
but I'm sure
fucking
it's
scary.
But I'm
No,
sure,
I'm sure it is, yeah.
nuts.
I mean, the man is known for two things.
Yeah, yeah.
Biting
Beating
a
up
man's
people
ear off.
and biting off a man's ear.
Yeah, that's how I know him.
I saw a clip.
Wow, that was a really
That was
bad
great.
time
Tell
for
us
him.
about
to...
it. Hold on.
That was great.
And now my internet is going.
Oh, we hear you, but
Can you hear me? My like just lamented frustration.
you're now
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I mean, you went.
Okay.
You were like, and the murderer is.
Yeah, you said, I saw a clip and then you cut out.
What it
Okay, yeah, that's
is.
when I thought I cut out. I saw a clip of Tyson talking about how he is afraid to let that old person he used to be out.
Yeah,
Get it?
Yikes.
I mean, Iron Mike
'Cause-
Tyson was a menace.
Yeah.
He was a dangerous human being to exist.
Did he get in trouble for maybe beating up Robin Gibbons? Was that him, right?
He did, and
yeah,
he went
that's
to
right.
jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
He came out of jail and fought a white dude for 35 seconds.
And we're putting him in the ring with.
Is this a new white dude, or are you talking the one
No,
in July?
this is back in the late '90s.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Haven't we
He
learned?
came out of jail
Gonna
and
get
just like
fucked
destroyed a dude.
Oh well.
Wasn't even a fight. He just wiped the floor with that man.
Yeah, the ref. Like I forget if they threw the towel in or if the ref just called it, but it was short. I remember it's one of those kind of random memories I have. Me and my dad were at a bar that was playing it, and like my dad was upset about how fast it was.
So when you said you and your dad were at a bar in the late '90s, in my head I was just like, "You're not old enough to be
like
there."
a bar and grill. It was a bar and grill.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a
In the
man.
daytime.
I had a customer come over the weekend. One of my is a semi-regular. He's a nice guy. He mostly talks to the boss, not me. But last time I saw him, he had a shaved head and no beard, and he has like a nice hair combed, and he had a full beard. And I was like, "Oh, it's been a while." Since I complimented him. I was like, that works on you." And he goes, "Yeah, yeah." He goes, "I know it works real good, but my wife doesn't like it, you know." And I was just like, "Well, live your life." And I let it go. Like, but when you compliment, sometimes when you compliment people, they feel the need to compliment you back. And I was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, "Yeah, I mean," because I asked him, it's like, "Oh, how old are you?" He goes, "Oh, I'm only 40. I was like, "Oh, well, right on, good for you. You know, your hair's still." And then he goes, "Well, yeah, you look good for 50.
Ooh.
Oh, the backhanded comment.
Oh no.
Oh man.
It's like this motherfucker. I was like, "Yeah, thanks."
I
Thanks.
was like
I would
Vegas
look
when
good
we
if
just
I
said
was
you're our
50.
dad.
So he
You're
left. And Scott knows I hate
daddies.
compliments. So he left, and I thought about it. So I pulled up, and I've mentioned this before. This is new, but I pulled up another picture from 2020 or 2019, and
Yeah.
where this was all one color, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is all pandemic white." It's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, "That's not fun. It's not fair."
Those pictures are slowly becoming easier to digest for me as they pop up in like my Facebook memories of like the 2019 and be like, "Oh yeah, look, it's like the beard and the hair, everything. I look younger."
Yeah.
Like at this point now it's 6 years ago. But the problem is I've looked like this for 3 years. So yeah, like those COVID years really aged me.
Mm.
It aged everyone.
Yeah, it did, but I just want to talk about me right now. My struggle.
Ooh, I went through the pandemic and now I'm a silver fox. Boo hoo me.
I was gonna ask. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. It was more like if I had a beard, I feel like I would color it.
Well, that was
That's what I would do.
So that was a topic that got brought up. Is like I was thinking. It brought up in my head. I was kind of like, could I dye the beard? But me and Scott make fun of people
Jet
when we
black.
see dyed beards on television. Sometimes we're like, no, it's just
Well,
like,
don't
it looks
go-
real bad.
Don't go straight black. Get like a color that's like similar.
Steph, you never go straight black.
Never.
Oh
Never.
yeah, it
Apparently,
looks
you never go back
real-
afterward.
Yeah,
It's true.
I just think like I don't know, like maybe get like a chestnut brown or something,
Too
and
much
just see
upkeep.
what you think about
Well, yeah,
it.
but I have a customer that comes in on the weekend. Wonderful. Him and his wife are wonderful. I would like hang out with them outside of work. Like I think they're great. He is gray, like grayer than me and Anthony put together. Like he is just gray.
I love that. That's a perfect
But-
canvas,
I wish I had that.
But he dyes his beard,
Oh.
and you can
which is
tell.
quite
Just the
apparent.
beard?
Just the beard and not the hair.
You gotta
And
compliment each other.
it's quite apparent that he's doing it. And I was like, you're like, this is good, right? Like you don't, because that brown is dark.
Very brown, like it's dark. Yeah.
Like it is real dark, sir.
Yeah, no, I know
You
what you mean.
32, you don't need to do this. Like embrace that you have the Steve Martin thing. It's like,
I'd love to just be like an Anderson Cooper, like distinguished gray.
And I love being
Anderson
I don't know, I
Cooper.
just find it a
I thought she was
perfect
going to
canvas.
say that too. I love
Man,
it.
I love Anderson
just-
Cooper.
I would
As
love
the first
to have,
host of The Mole, like he was fantastic.
Like, I know my coworkers had told me they can imagine me, they can imagine me when I'm older, either still having like a somewhat shaved head or like long but like pixie in the back and some kind of colored hair. And I was like, you have the right idea of the look that I would want to do. Yeah.
Is it weird that I am so excited to see how us millennials become old people?
Older.
Like, I cannot wait to see what that looks like.
Listen, if I could afford to
let's
be
add
in
it
a
up.
home when I
Mhm.
retire, I would look forward to it a lot more than the endless work and dying on a factory line, which is much more closer to what will happen to me.
Anthony, that's what's happening to all of us. None of us can afford a home.
Yeah,
I've
but you
seen the
sounded more
prices.
positive about it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, playing D&D in a retirement home in my 80s sounds like the perfect way to end my life.
Oh, you
Like, for my
motherfuckers will
twilight
keep.
years.
You just keep forgetting the game you played before. You just keep running the same adventure
I ain't got to buy more books
The
then.
same
It's great.
encounter over and
Even
over.
better.
over and over again.
Even
Did
better.
we fight this owlbear before?
You're always
Just
fighting
listening to
3 wolves and 1
podcasts
owl
and
bear.
playing D&D.
Ain't gonna be no podcast. They're just gonna be implanted in your brain, and you're just gonna have that information.
Braincasts.
I cannot
Pod
wait for
people
LRC episode 3293.
Oh Lord,
We're still doing just this.
one of us won't be here.
Yeah, that's
I'll be
true.
over
I'll probably die
there.
early.
I mean, statistically, one of us is gonna die.
Oh God, no.
I'm not trying to be sad about it, just like it's facts.
I was about to say,
it is true.
I
We
get
are
it.
all
You're
going to
being
die.
realistic.
That's true. We're all going to die. Some of us before each other or after, because that's how life works.
Maybe at the same time if we're lucky.
Oh no.
Holding
Friendship
hands?
death? Can we hold hands?
I don't know. I
We
just-
each
Each
hold-
winner, anyone?
well, that could, yeah, it very well could be.
Yo, there's a sale on white Nikes. Let's all go in on this.
Oh jeez.
Was that a Heaven's Gate joke?
It was, yes.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like,
That's exactly what I
damn,
Imagine.
Heaven's Gate joke. Yeah, all right.
So I finally acquired an album that I've been waiting.
That's just become a generic cult joke at this point.
what? I've acquired an album?
No, he's talking about the Heaven's Gate thing.
Oh, okay.
He like cut out for a little bit. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I finally
Just keep moving when I do.
I finally got an album I've been waiting for so very long.
Mhm.
It's not this one. It's the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth soundtrack.
That's awesome.
Yes,
So
I do have the CD
cool.
for Torture Poach Department and the vinyl. Anyway,
I haven't heard it yet. I'll get there.
yes, Leland.
Why was it not released before?
What, the soundtrack?
Yeah, like that
Spoilers.
game came out a while ago.
Spoilers.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh, okay.
I didn't wanna, like,
I
that
thought you
makes
were
sense.
literally telling me spoilers. I was like, no, I understand how this works. I don't understand.
That makes sense. Okay.
And-
No, okay, gotcha,
I can
gotcha.
see why. Yeah.
I don't have the remake album with me because that's other places.
Yeah.
But on this one, so for remake, it has Cloud, Tifa, Barrett, and Aerith, and Red 13 is kind of in there.
Mhm.
So for Rebirth, they put Yuffie, Red 13,
I love how they have those.
Kate
That's
Sith,
cute. Mhm.
and they put Vincent and Sid on the front and back of this one because they're both not real characters in that game. So we have to wait for part 3. Although,
Yeah,
Man,
Vincent.
they still didn't get to them in part 2.
oh no, you meet them, and they're
Oh,
there
okay,
for
okay.
a lot of the game, but they can't play as them.
Okay,
Um,
I was like, damn, I remember them being there a lot more.
Granted, so Rebirth is the rest of Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VII. I don't want to show the back of this booklet that came with the soundtrack because the
Big spoiler.
This it's not a spoiler, but if you know the game, you know what the scene is.
Mhm.
When I saw this thing, I immediately emotional, which
I get it.
has led me to the conclusion that yeah, Rebirth is probably my favorite game of all time.
Fine.
Which is
Ooh.
crazy because disc 2 and 3 are the craziest parts of Final Fantasy VII OG. I'm very looking forward to the remake of those, and that'll probably become my favorite game of all time. But right now, currently, it is Rebirth. I have been thinking about playing it again weeks later. Even though I still have like the hard mode stuff to do, but I was like, all right, I already put 130 hours into this game. Let me give it a rest and see how I feel after a couple of weeks. And I kind of really do want to go back because it's just so
Democracy's
much
not
fun.
going to spread itself, sir.
It's true.
Dude.
I'm a higher level than anyone here, but I spread more democracy than anyone here. But I still want to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because it's great. It's so good.
Is that a joke from the game?
What?
Democracy? Yeah.
No, we're
Did
talking about
you
the game that
spread
you don't like us
democracy?
talking about.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck that shit.
When you play, it's gonna be fun.
You'll
Yeah,
have a great
it'll
time
be
with
great.
us when you get to it.
I
Get
have a-
revenge on all the Terminators.
I have a good time now shooting Wild Wild West people and golfing
Wild Wild West.
and monsters.
Yeah, golf.
And
is
you'll
From
have
floors.
an equally good time fighting bugs and robots.
We'll see how it goes.
There's actually a level on there I was gonna ask if we've already purchased because apparently in golf
Oh, okay.
there was like that like I know we've done the in the woods, like where you're in the woods, like the forest and stuff, but there
Yeah.
was like a course to unlock. And I didn't know if one of us already unlocked it.
Well, I mean, Scott has all the DLCs.
Oh, okay. Okay, then
Yeah.
maybe we have. Okay. Because I saw that I could purchase it, but I ended up buying one of the cutesy one of their hat packs recently.
Oh, sorry, Corm. There's 7 CDs in the soundtrack. Same as remake.
Wow.
That's
Awesome.
wow.
There's so much music and it's all so good.
That's really
Okay,
cool.
that's why I was confused. I forget that this one has a different name. When you just said Final Fantasy, what's the new one called?
Rebirth.
Rebirth?
Okay, I forget that that's what it's called. To me, it would be Final Fantasy Remake Part 2. So that's So when you
That's
when
fair.
that's why when I asked, it's like, oh, why did you wait so long? I thought it was like for the part that happened 4 years ago that even
Oh.
I've played.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like,
Feels like it all should be
spoilers to
considered
what?
one game.
Right. It's also considered one game. So okay, I'm with you more with understanding now. Okay. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, so the whole thing with the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy is that they are recreating the original 3 discs of Final Fantasy VII, but they're 3 separate games, but they're all just the same game.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Remake,
Okay.
Rebirth, and we still don't know what the third game is called. I am leaning more
Redux.
towards Rewrite. But
Revisited.
it's not gonna be revisited.
What was the last Matrix movies? They all had R's in them, right? Reloaded.
Resurrections.
Reloaded.
No,
Resur-
Oh yeah, no. The most recent I think is Resurrection. Reloaded was the second one.
Revelations.
Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation.
A Revolution.
Revolution. Matrix Revolution, I think.
If it's a rewrite, then I feel it should have a different ending.
I think it will have a different ending.
There's
Ooh.
the
Right on.
Matrix,
Yeah.
the Matrix Reloaded, the Matrix Revolutions, and the
Revolutions.
Matrix Resurrections. That was 2021.
Mhm.
I need to stop looking at that picture.
What a waste of movie.
Yeah. I
Didn't
enjoyed
bother.
Resurrections. It was dumb, but
It's-
I had a good time.
It was fine, but absolutely did nothing for the franchise.
True.
I don't even think I've seen that one. I could be wrong.
Well,
It's
no.
been a long time.
What it did for the franchise is tell you, oh no, Neo's not the one.
He not the one?
No, him and Trinity are the one.
Oh, as a thing,
Yes.
as a
Whatever.
collective.
As a collective,
I like
they
to
are
say
one.
that. As a collective.
They are the
I don't
one.
need that nonsense.
the
They're
Which
both
it doesn't make
a
sense.
0.5.
Well, those movies stopped making
Well,
sense
you
after part
know-
1.
Spice Girl said 2 becomes 1. I get it.
That's true. They did say
They
that.
did say that, yes.
That makes sense.
That is the true
2
statement.
can become 1.
Mm-hmm.
Spice Girl.
That's how you get the Masamune and Chrono Trigger. When Masa and Mune are like 1, 2 become 1, and then yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hope they remake.
And then
Chrono
5 chicks
Trigger.
come down
That'd be
from the
amazing.
stars, and they just
You cut out
when
right
they
at the end.
performed the fusion.
Okay.
Nah, no, I didn't. I just trailed off because I had
okay.
nothing left on that.
It just petered off there.
Yeah, I was just like, "Ugh, even I'm not entertained by this joke.
Oh. Oh.
Also,
Okay.
I played
Hmm.
one of the DLCs for Final Fantasy 16. It's a lot of fun. Final Fantasy 16 is a very fun game.
There you go.
Right on.
I have been playing Yoshi's Crafting World, and it is the most adorable game. It's so creative.
It does
So, like,
the art style is breathtaking.
It's
It's
so
so
experimental that I'm just like, this is so cool. Because when you first do, like, it's interesting because the mechanics of the game, like, there's just areas that you don't think you can go to, and then you realize, oh shit, I could go right in here, and it will change the angle entirely. So what I think is really cool is it's what do you call that when
Side scrolling.
side scrolling. So it's side scrolling, but once you beat the level, there's an area where you have to find these like pups that are just like around the stage. So when you go find these pups, it will completely flip the stage. So now you're seeing like, okay, so Crafted World, it's essentially just like someone did the stage in arts and crafts. So like you'll clearly see what's a paper plate with googly eyes to be like, I don't know, like a stingray on the ocean floor. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like a plate with googly eyes that's gray, and then like the cool part about it is like when you do that flip, you now see like the back of the boxes and where the tape would be to like stick the little plates together.
Yeah.
And it's just a cool angle. I will stream it eventually. So
yeah,
tune into my Twitch to find out what that looks like.
Yeah,
But it is a great.
Steph
It is
showed me.
such a cozy, adorable game.
Yeah, Steph showed me one of the levels, like the B-side level, and some of the platforms it's clearly like cup noodles, but like
Yeah.
with a piece of paper wrapped around it. So when you go into the B-side level, you see the back of the cup noodles because it's not fully covered
Because
because
it's not fully covered.
you're not supposed to see the
'Cause
back.
it's not an angle that you
It's-
think you would see.
Yeah, it's
so
really
it's just
cute.
like you would see like what is clearly a red Solo cup
Yeah.
taped with like toilet paper rolls to make it like, I don't know, something. Like it's just it's hard to explain, but when you actually see the gameplay of this, it's just like, dude, this is so cool. Yeah. I thought it was just a real fun, like, feel good game to like wind down to. Not stressful. Unless there's like a time crunch, then yeah, that could be stressful. But overall, it's just a visibly adorable game that makes you feel good.
If you want a
Highly
cozy
recommend.
a cozy game to play in bed, like on a Switch, get a game called Stitch.
Oh, I grabbed that too.
It's very cozy.
Cozy game.
Yeah.
Cozy game.
It just plays lo-fi as you're doing stitches.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying. I think that's all I really did. I took Tifa to the park.
We watched Kong and Godzilla, the new
We did
empire.
watch that.
Where
How bad?
where Kong, he finds a group of other giant gorillas, but they're clearly coded to be black people.
Ooh,
Like,
how?
it's very, very clear that these monkeys are acting like black people.
What
Like,
did someone say? Like they're in the ghetto.
it looks
of
like
what
the
would
ghetto,
be,
yeah. Like,
yeah, their area looks
you
like
have all
what
these
would be
gorillas who are
considered the
slaves
ghetto
for
or
the
slums,
Scar King,
like-
who is the lead gorilla man, but he's
Yeah.
always chilling like
Yeah, straight on the bench, leg up,
Like-
and I was like, "That's a position I've seen someone sit
yes,
in."
straight
Like,
up slaves. There are the Scar King has slaves. and,
Wow.
and like he sees Kong and like he turns to his home. He's like, "Man, have you seen this guy?" Like
Yeah, like,
he,
it's
he
a
does
joke.
that.
like he literally goes
Dude.
like clowning on him, and I was
Yes,
like,
and the Scar
they
King
do
literally
this?
has a whip.
"They do this?"
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, it was wild.
like,
Is the Scar King also a monkey?
he is also a monkey. Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
a
okay.
gorilla.
Which
You a white monkey?
It doesn't make it better, but
Yeah.
No, but I didn't know if he like. I didn't see the movie, so I didn't know if the
Okay.
Scar King was like a talking lizard person or something.
Oh, no,
I
it
mean,
is
these
a
movies gone
talking,
off the
yeah.
rails as
No,
far as I'm concerned.
super off the
So I don't.
rails.
Yeah, I mean, in the trailer when he put on Iron Man arm brackets, I was like, I'm out.
Look,
Oh.
there's a reason why, Leland. It's perfectly
I'm
justified.
sure there is.
Kong
I'm
hurts his
sure
hand.
it's.
There was just a lot
Oh,
of-
they gave him. Okay, never mind. I
Mm.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And luckily, Dan Stevens is there, and he is the human equivalent to a Deus Ex Machina. He's like, "Oh no, Kong's hand is broken."
I got
Well,
something
you
for
do
this.
know we have that prototype power armor thing over here, right? Motherfucker goes and gets it to
He
Kong,
was like-
Jesus
and it
Christ.
goes onto his arm like Iron Man. Like,
That guy was like an all-around package.
Yes.
He was that person you needed for everything.
yes, Dan Stevens.
You need a pilot? Guess what?
Dan
I can
Stevens.
fly. You need something? Guess what? I
Dan
got this
Stevens.
cooking in the back. I got you. Yeah, it was like,
no,
man,
Kong
you
chipped
are
his
a
tooth.
total
Who can fix it?
package.
Dan Stevens rolls up.
Oh, yeah,
no,
you need
Kong
a
is
dentist?
injured. We
Got
need,
you.
we need someone to heal him. Dan Stevens walks up like
Jesus Christ.
There,
this man
like-
who we've never seen in any other movie before just shows up and he's just like, I got this, guys.
Like Cody says, he's a dentist, he's a doctor, and he's a pilot.
It is
All-around
weird though.
package.
Like none of
Package
the
deal.
none of the male leads in these movies ever come back. It's always the females that can come back.
It's
Like I
true,
heard
yeah.
Rebecca Hall is still in it with the little girl,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
But like Alexander Skarsgård didn't come back. Quicksilver didn't come back.
True.
It's just like what's he
Anthony
doing?
just keeps freezing, so he started dancing, I guess.
Is that what that was? All right, we should just wrap this shit up then. If he's being frozen, Anthony,
don't
wrap this shit up.
Who's he gonna
can't
wrap it
do
up if
it.
he's
He's
frozen?
All right, Jordan, wrap this
When
shit
his
up.
heart's not open. Ooh. Right? Madonna? Is that Madonna?
I don't know any
Frozen?
Madonna songs.
You don't know Madonna songs.
Is happening? Is he having a seizure?
It makes it worse because he keeps moving and then it stops and then I can't tell when he's reeling back yet.
Anthony, wrap this shit up. We can't watch you have a convulsion anymore.
I can't wrap it up. I don't have the internet.
Oh,
You're fine right now.
For this
you're fine.
very second, I am okay.
Now's
And
the
All
it
time
will
to do
be
it.
Okay, so go. Spill it. Say everything you gotta
Okay,
say.
everybody, bye.
I mean that works for me. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. I don't know who is still out there. I don't know. I've had to shut everything down but Discord.
Oh, no.
So everyone who's been out there, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chilling. We appreciate all your interactions in the chat. We appreciate you being here with us tonight. Y'all are fantastic. If you want more of this,
Yeah.
we're on the social medias at LORC Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We are here on Twitch at Twitch TV/LORC Podcast and on YouTube if you want to.
And that's
You
where he
can-
cuts out.
If you want to follow us on YouTube, it's LORC.
Rewatch this after.
Oh no, he's gone again. That's he's almost
Uh,
there.
Jordan, where can they find you on the
Yeah.
internet?
But yeah, if you missed last week's episode, you can find it on YouTube. Search for LRC podcast. We should probably pop up, and yeah, last week's episode will be there later tonight. You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear. Remember to follow Anthony at Spooky the 13th. Leland.
You can find me at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram. I do art. Steph.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Stephanoids. That's STPHUHNOIDS. I post shit.
All right. Good night. We'll see everybody next week.
Follow us on social media, LRC podcast. Bye.
Bye.